Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Chlorine and Wine by Baroness. As always, the song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers, so if you'd like to request something, just leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. So I think at this point, I've only heard one other song by Baroness. I believe it was a horse called Golgotha, which I actually did enjoy quite a bit. So it did make the playlist, and I listen to it every so often. So it was a good song. So looking forward to more from Baroness. Hoping that this one kind of holds up to, I guess, the one song standard that they've set for me here. So anyway, I say we jump right into it. This is again Chlorine and Wine, Baroness. Here we go. Man, I love that. I loved that. That was so good. That honestly took me by surprise, because to me that is very different from a horse called Golgotha. Like that was surprisingly and refreshingly different. Like that was cool. I like that a whole lot. So really excited to talk about it. I agree with. I just want to check the comments. Goddamn fantastic, says Ben Eller. I completely agree. That was fantastic. Let's break it down piece by piece, of course, starting with the lyrics. So first, it does say here that "Chlorine and Wine" is the sixth track and first single from Baroness's 2015 album Purple. The song relates John Baisley's experience recovering from the band's 2012 bus crash in England, and their subsequent resolution to not give up and to keep making music. Okay, cool. Some good background info there. So let's take a look. It says here, "When I called on my nursemaid, come sit by my side, but she cuts through my rib cage and pushes the pills deep in my eyes. The taste was much sweeter than chlorine and wine, and my doctor is unable to cut through the cable that leads to my mind," which I think is interesting because I almost picture like an actual cable from like an accident, right? Like being lodged into his head, but I'm guessing that it's much more subtle than that. "In spite of the winter, there's ways to keep warm. Whatever you give me, please know that I'll ask you for more." And so like a drug, maybe that sort of reliance on the drug to ease that pain. "The day I stopped swimming and came out of the tide, I never felt so uncomfortably numb here by your side. Black rose on the bed, turn me to fire. Black rose in the vein, shine in your eye. Don't lay me down. Please don't lay me down under the rocks where I found my place in the ground, a home for my fathers and sons." So, like basically, I think he's saying here, I hope I don't die. Right? Don't lay me down under the rocks. "Black rose on the bed, turn me to fire. Black rose in the vein, shine in your eye. Please don't lay me down." So, yeah, I mean, I think in the first part of the song, he's talking about sort of surgery and recovery. In the second half, he's just like, I just don't want to die, you know? Like, and I think people are maybe already starting to mourn him, right? Black rose on the bed, or maybe he's sort of mourning his own situation, and just saying like, yeah, I don't want to be buried in the ground. I don't want to die yet. So, man, very powerful lyrically. I give it two big thumbs up for sure. I think it's not only that, but I think it's just really well written. It's almost very poetic and just, I think, very effective in the way that it was written here. So, yeah, definitely earned those two big thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, I mean, I was sort of lost, I'll be honest, sort of just lost in the music, really lost enjoying it. But what I can really recall and take away was I just loved the sort of heaviness of it while not being super heavy, if that makes sense. Like, it definitely felt heavy vocally and instrumentally, while still having this sort of sweet melody to it. And, you know, he talks about being sweeter than chlorine and wine. Like, it was definitely, like I said, a sweet melody. Love the guitar riffs. Very heavy, very powerful guitar riffs. But again, when I say heavy, I'm not talking about like heavy metal heavy. I'm talking about like just very powerful. And I think that really worked for me here. I don't know if there's anything instrumentally or vocally that's just like, man, this one piece really made the song for me. Instead, I would really say that the song was just very well composed overall, altogether, and that just made it such a great experience. And so, instrumentally and vocally, I'm giving it two big thumbs up there as well. As far as replay value goes, I mean, along with A Horse Called Golgotha, this song is going to make the playlist for sure. In fact, I think this one might even get listened to more often than the other song does, because I really enjoyed this. And I think it's pretty neat to see that it's sort of a different style from them. You know, to me, just from what little I know about Baroness, you know, it's kind of in the same vein, right? But it's a different take, I think, on perhaps what they do. So let me know what you guys think about this particular song and how it compares to the rest of their discography. But yeah, I really dug this one. So two big thumbs up across the board. Fantastic song. So thank you so much for whoever requested this one. Sorry it took me so long to get to it. You know, every song that gets on the list is long, is all I'll say. So it takes a while to get to, but thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for the request. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the music, definitely go listen to it wherever you can. Go support the artists, you know. In addition, if you want to support me, you can always follow me on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, you know. You can also check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. And yeah, that's the song. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a great time with the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.